Wickedy, what's up, and welcome back to episode 9 of our Disco Elysium playthrough. Ah, yes, at the boat. Alright.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? More lessons in basic reality? My
Go
favorite
for
part
it.
of the day.
It remains a mystery what you mean by this something close. This is a strange coldness.
That's
Glad
all
to
for
have been
now.
a visit.
Reroll it. Save scum.
You're back. Good. More lessons in basic reality?
It remains a mystery.
Glad to have been a visit.
Alright. Reroll it. We will learn what is reality.
You're back. More lessons in basic reality?
6 kilometers southwest in the Valley of Dogs. Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog licking its wounds in the grass.
No.
To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset in Martinez?" "Yes, he lost his mind," Tilbrook answers, fingers on the trigger. "Don't worry, Emil." He pulls it out slowly. Slowly now. He'll find it again.
Oh no.
We always do.
What am I?
You? You're an officer of the RCM.
Oh yeah.
Preciso Mundo.
Good.
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol, Detective.
Okay.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia.
We. Who is we?
We are.
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin.
What do you
The
mean?
RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Aliments Acts, 3 pieces of legislation keeping the city in...
All
Okay.
3 are good to know when we are out policing.
So I'm a lackey of the capital.
There's nothing basic about your role, Detective. It's true that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it. Yet, on the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, the
Oh, wow.
post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revachol in the 20s was hell, especially on the west side of the river. Gang warfare, a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear pile meltdown.
Okay.
They called it the international zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the coalition failed. A true blue citizens' initiative. They will never forgive you.
That's
Oh.
somewhat of an exaggeration. In reality, ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement. Revacholians get to keep the peace in Revachol, and the coalition doesn't have to worry about it.
Yes, Lieutenant. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are, to me, is the police. The only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol.
Thank you.
And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I'm here to help.
Where are
We're
we?
in Martinez.
And what is
Martinez is a district of Revachol.
Okay.
You would
I
be
know
excused
this.
for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens. Revachol. Revachol is what you call the great kind.
Okay.
As if it's self-explanatory. Beyond patriot.
makes
History
it great?
detective. They built this city to resolve history.
Okay.
They say it's where the terrible questions of our time. By that I
Gotcha.
mean, we are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island.
The center of
we're
the world.
quite a way off.
Oh.
22 kilometers from the center of the world.
Oh.
Silence. The water, the light. There is no recognition. Only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiate.
I don't
We
know
are
any of this.
Where we are. I have no truer answer to give, unfortunately.
This is one thought you need to complete.
Okay.
Was there something else you...
This has been informative. Might I suggest not asking them all right now?
Okay.
Absolutely. My commitment here...
We'll
It's
continue
better
this
not
later.
to eat all your candy at once.
Yeah, don't eat all my
Indeed.
candy at once.
I'm all glad to have been of...
All right. Okay. Well, me and my clipboard are out of here. What else do we need to do? Oh yeah, let's go talk to those people that I walked past.
This is where you say your bid.
Okay.
He's used to giving orders and having them obeyed immediately. You should not indulge him.
Okay.
Detective.
Precinct 57's finest scans the room, leaving the speaking to you. He trusts you. Maybe against his better judgment, but he does.
We need to talk about Hangman.
This is about him. A real looker, that one.
You're sure taking your time, waiting for him to get ripe and pretty for you, huh?
Oh, he was a real pretty boy by now. Real hot stuff. Letting out that pretty boy smell.
Time to go to work in the shit factory!
Easy, boys. These janitors have a hell of a job cut out for them. I mean, I wouldn't go in there for $1 million.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
These guys are so macho, they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was them. Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match. Starting from the right, boot size 44, blonde man, in his 30s, overbearingly masculine.
Okay.
Sitting on his right, standard working boots, size 45 or 46, eldest in the room, probably mid-50s, smoker, quiet. Across at the other table, hobnailed working boots, size 43, gang tattoos, Mesk or Sarah Mauritian in his late 30s, early 40s, and then standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 46, the big dick, wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips, rugby cap, fingerless gloves, and numerous scars, a little under 40. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it reads T. Hardy, Captain. In the far corner, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 44, 40-something, non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum?
And the little guy?
Size 41, with the light step. Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face, Mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing. In the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy, boot size 46, deep marks, probably carried the victim over. He alone is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily exceed 220. In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy.
The odd soul.
Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardy?
The fuck is with you, fella? What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here. Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy? We ain't hiring.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
This person Glenn wants to hire, he really respects her.
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. End. You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
Yeah.
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
You mean these boots?
Yes.
We all got a pair. We wore them the night we took the pretty boy out back and hung him by the neck. Yeah, we did this. Together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why our prints are all over the scene.
So you just confessed to murder?
Right.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened so that you don't waste any more of your time.
They're playing to their considerable strength in numbers. Don't talk about arresting them. You'll only bring attention to your inability to do so.
When did it
You
occur?
don't have to answer any of his questions.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long did you know
Known
him?
him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
He must be a scab.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier? The representative for White Pines? The same company you're striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Wow.
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town. And he stepped out of line.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Cohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade, right here in our bar.
This one has a special gripe with him coming here.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
What did he do?
Wrong. He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
There's a slight unease in him suddenly. He regrets mentioning the rape.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. And that was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
No, you're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter, and I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
Despite the stonewalling, you can slip one more question in.
What about him? We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that up?
Didn't they teach you anything?
You're pretty sure you've had at least 2 years of cop school. And
Yeah.
Can you give us a few more details? Did you muffle him? We haven't heard any reports of screams.
Titus, you don't have to...
We overpowered him, dragged his unconscious body to the tree, put a noose around his neck, and hanged him till he was dead and steady.
Man.
Then we left him for seagulls, maggots, and you fucks. Weren't you fucking listening? The fucker came to our bar. It happened right here.
Titus lets the others clear out the details, so he doesn't get his hands muddy with explaining too much.
How did
It's
you?
numbers, asshole. How do you think? You're right, Lizzie. I've done enough explaining here.
Go for the 28.
Actually, they're admirably, surprisingly composed. The entire room. Given how many well, this one, but he's always fidgeting, so don't get your hopes up.
Like what, Copper?
Are
Call
you
the
deaf?
shots.
There will be no singling anyone out. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could...
Titus,
Okay.
keep addressing him. He wants everyone to know he's in charge.
Calls the
Who do
shots
you
around.
fucking think does?
Yeah.
He's so sure it's him. But it's not that simple. There's someone above him, or beside him, sharing the leadership. Hard to say who.
Hmm.
Titus, no one was thinking.
That's it. There's some kind of power issue they don't want to admit, and the missing Hardy is involved.
No, no, no. Fuck no! The big dick is right here, asshole. You're looking at it. Right. Fucking here.
Disregard the outburst, officer. None of the boys have any comments on their power relations. That night, they acted as one. That's all.
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Chaise électrique is the method of capital punishment in Revachol under the coalition.
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
Rest assured, lawman, none worse than our guy. He got what was coming to him.
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder, even if it is a group responsibility. We're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Rent-a-cop. So that's what this is about. He doesn't see you as his equals.
Let's see.
Can I help you? You're already set for the night.
Oh.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging you.
Could I
He
get some of that?
smiles and nods enthusiastically, and, chattering away in his language, ladles some brew into a small thermal cup, then hands it to you. He
Opens the
looks up
door.
at you. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't. He
Impressive
smiles.
pots.
It's almost like music.
Okay. Three uses left. Let's go talk to the bookstore lady. I think we've already expressed all our dialogue
Hi,
with this
Ace
kid.
Detective. Are you here for more books? It's the type
There's
of book where there's a
romance.
rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man. Or
Ah.
there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
What about when everyone's
It's really
poor?
not a proper romance story. That's,
Yeah, poor
I
people are
guess,
boring.
Yes. People in books are always very interesting, especially the romance people.
What if it doesn't
I haven't
work
read
out?
many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum.
Maybe I
Mhm.
will.
I'm sure she can help. Maybe some about other books.
Who's that?
That's Auntie Billy. She's nice if a bit distressed.
Why is she
I think
distressed?
she is a bad husband. Not very nice or helpful.
Ah, I was right.
Wow, you work hard.
I do?
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and...
I do.
Like a horse, a workhorse. For hard, look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt. That is the
have.
sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you.
Oh yeah,
That's
right.
just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them.
Yeah.
It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer. Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you rich?
No, I'm not.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
System's broken.
Boo-hoo. The system is broken.
Scar.
The Gart man has set himself up one of those self-replicating...
Taxes.
That's right. 100%. Fucking G-man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket.
That's true.
Stealing from you every time. Every
time I
you
sneeze?
wipe your ass. They got their direct and their 98% of all your money.
Seems
What
like
are
a
you
big number.
not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? It's all about the tax issue, hustler. No other problem in the world is as pressing as top margin.
Man.
The woman before you, not. The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an rows and rows of Hiam men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man, maybe 100. Man from Hiamdal and the... Not even close. Man from Hiamdal in hell. Man from Hiamdal. Nothing of interest. Only...
Leave.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. Crime fiction is a disgrace. These books greatly overstate it. What's more, not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. You see, Dick Mullen on the job. Get me Mullen. The stalwart adventures of Richard P. A killing is declared.
Dick Mullen dies?
Turns out he fated to solve the case.
Are there any more?
There's also tragedy calls. Come on. This is not...
Come on, Chester. Tell the story again.
Again? Man, I tell that one at least once a month. It's not that interesting.
The fuck it is. And these guys haven't heard it. You see, Chester here...
Gosh, why?
A very fucking dangerous case, ain't that right, Chester? They almost got you that time.
Yeah, sure came close. Alright, so I was tailing this guy called Francis the Shoe.
After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
Who is he?
Your attempt to grasp at the answer fails. It seems very close by, pulsating.
Dang it.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biography. Browsing through all the books, suddenly, a high-speed love. Next to Irv's life story. Next to that,
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free.
She understands she has erred against the customer and immediately corrects course.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
Right. Remind me to never buy a book from
This
this
bookstore is not strictly about amidst the various books, you find one. The point of the book, and it serves platitudes, while also wholeness. When it's up to your mind to heal you. The book features chapters on topics such as there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition. This is just mundane garbage. What's even paranatural about this? The throbbing in your head increases with every passing moment you gaze at this shelf. Suddenly, as if out of nowhere, a small green book becomes apparent. The title of it reads, Medicinal purposes of the Pale.
What is
The
the
book
Pale?
contains very little explanation on the matter. This knowledge seems to be taken for granted.
What's
The
it about?
book contains descriptions of various pseudoscientific therapies, alternative medicines, and folk remedies involving the Pale, also known as le territoire. For example, it recommends vigorously swatting one's naked body with a venik or hand broom, made from the leafy twigs of a young birch tree from
Sounds
the near.
invigorating.
It is, and good for the circulation too. It
What
also
else?
recommends consuming distilled spirits like vodka or whiskey that have been aged in the Pale. Readers are instructed to cover these jars in a shallow hole just inside the Pale and leave them there for 30 to 60 days. Among other benefits, it is alleged to restore a damaged liver to perfect health.
I should get
For
my hands
general
on that.
health and well-being, readers are encouraged to take regular strolls through the Pale, though a sidebar cautions readers to limit each stroll to less than an hour. These strolls promise to cleanse the mind of worries and the body of toxins, especially if the perambulator performs this ritual in the nude. Nudity figures prominently in a number of these prescriptions. This is exactly what you need. There's
Anything
an
else on
entire
that?
section devoted to cures for men who are struggling to perform their marital obligations.
I don't
You
need
close the book and return it to its place on the shelf.
Indeed. Something about that book does seem to have spoken to you. Well, I hope it contains what you're looking for.
Medicinal purposes. Flipping through the book, you find a number of sections on the general benefits of the. You come across the following explanation. While modern pharmacopoeia are continually updated by so-called experts based on the results of clinical trials, readers will find assembled here the timeless wisdom relied upon by generations of tradition. It's all quackery. And finally, something to calm the angry spirits that have been plaguing you. It seems to contain descriptions of the medicinal properties of various ingredients that may be gathered from the Pale. There are a number of zeolite tonics that promise to improve your short-term memory, but nothing that speaks to your condition.
What about
There's
this
nothing in
hangover?
here that speaks to hangovers direct.
All right,
First,
Buck, let's see
you
what you
need
got.
to choose a base ingredient.
Ginger.
Next, you'll need to combine the base ingredient with an appropriate vehicle. Lastly, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Pomegranate.
The ginger root will help with the nausea, and the birch bark tea will help you flush out the toxins. The pomegranate seeds are a natural aphrodisiac as a nice bonus. The very thought of this tea causes your muscles to relax and your mind to clear.
Yep.
You're more present and in control than you were a moment ago. A tingle rushes down your spine, and you feel your toes uncurl. If only it could always be like this.
Put the book away. Nice job, me.
Apricot chewing gum scented one. August 2nd, early late summer. You're getting off the streetcar in Le Jardin, east of the river. Her father and mother are middle class. The nylon of her little jacket rustles next to you in the dark like autumn leaves. Her heels click on the pavement. You're walking up to the gate in front of her parents' house. She takes out her chewing gum and you kiss her. A feeling like electricity flows through your whole body. Immediately, you know that you've entered a completely different world. You see a set of tattered curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
What's behind them?
Now, please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and inhabitants of Elysium. Aside from poking at it suspiciously,
open the curtain.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Is this about the curse?
It's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
Oh yeah, something's calling out me. Yeah.
My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
I'll think about it for a while.
What are you, a coward?
There is something mysterious about the curtain. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang
Ignore them for now. Let's talk to her. You're gonna give me permission to open these curtains.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Fate. Be welcome, and...
A golden pendant hangs around the woman's neck, in the shape of what looks like a tiny fish head trapped in amber.
Oh
Here's
yes,
pendant you're wearing, right?
helps to have an anchor in these times. I am.
She has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers. It doesn't work.
I already told you. It's just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be...
Yeah, why does it have a
It's just
ward?
for decoration. Okay, fine. It's just because this place is cursed. Just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
Host of hosts, she prays. Guard me and my honest business venture. Take it easy. You've broken her resistance. Pushing her further will gain nothing.
How
The
does it
curse
manifest itself?
Is so much worse than you could imagine.
Okay.
It's a disease, eating at the very foundation. It's the
All right.
curse of financial distress, of ruin.
Didn't that curtain just move?
But officer, there's nothing natural about entire companies declaring bankruptcy. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you.
All right.
Sounds familiar.
Truly so? Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off you. You shouldn't stay in the store too long. It may be dangerous. Most certainly not.
Psychic arts? Sounds right down our alley.
I'm here to convince. Okay. Boom.
Slither up to her.
Perfect.
You silver-tongued fiend.
I got this.
Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
Yep.
You're no paradetective. You look nothing like one.
The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook. Go ahead then. Rock her world, he thinks. I'll compose some notes.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
From the
I should
void.
have realized.
Yep.
A pattern lies within the fabric. The hand of fate guides us. Our meeting couldn't have been mere chance.
Yep.
Perhaps you truly are the one to deliver this woman from the doom.
But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
Yes.
If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it? Thank you, sir.
Yep.
There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
Of course.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
They're passages.
Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it. Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse.
Unbelievable darkness and ruin.
Farewell, book peddler.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash.
Oh!
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you. After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of...
And the door in. Alright. Does Kim want to talk about?
What is this place?
Looks like a gym
Yes,
to me.
but no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us.
Some specks of dust shimmer in a faint beam. An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Sounds good.
Oh, a ball. My shot put ball now.
A barbell lies on the floor. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard. Why does it feel so familiar?
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then. It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't.
No, it's not that. It's just a memory.
Oh. Okay. The stairs we go.
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here.
I don't
Look,
get it.
The skis and rotor blades both bear the same Slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other. Reality is ruthless. Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles. Some of the writing has faded with age, but these lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of Welkins, translucent Welkins. With who are all those creatures? One of the Welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be its Vara Hamira, a high Welkin. His face, the Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welking creatures. Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too. This looks like concept. Some people really like building a... Just look at those details.
And for what? The photo collage, entire ocean. You see primitive oil rigs, a pinned postcard. This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. It looks a bit like everyone is constantly teetering. Minimi stands for as time goes on.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left. The handwriting is only partly legible. The full text reads, heat death.
Go back. What about this word?
This old fireplace is covered in lines. A diagram for summoning some time. The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic type. History classes. Radio frequencies, it seems. Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and perhaps the web is someone very important, the leader of a massive on-air game, a conductor for the hundreds of whoever decides to call in. A list of names under the stations. All of this is gone. There's no way a little basement studio working.
My God, it's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious they project the schedule. I know doom when I see it.
Nothing is...
Alright, so it's a game.
This appears to
be a radio computer. We have one of these down at the station. But
the machine lights up like it's empty, like a beehive. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment. Like a smooth drawer, the filament slides in a bar of fabric right above the... Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area from its rest? The static gets louder.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Sanguet. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? Yes, I am alive. I am...
She repeats passwords. Programming people are old.
They are merely cautious. I work as...
Doesn't it get lonely?
Lonely?
That's why she does.
Now please tell me the reason for your call. The filament you have inserted in... Yes. Is that the product? Good.
Yes. You should ask her for a hint.
No.
A hint system is not part of the...
Still no. I am contractually obliged to protect...
I'm afraid we are not doing that.
Now, can you receive...
Don't worry.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can... Fortress accident is the... One moment. Fortress accident SC...
That's not bad.
Any other questions? Good. Received.
Don't worry.
Fortress accident. Thank you.
Tiles on the cube. The filament slides out. Nothing happens. like a smooth, nothing happens. The filament slide.
Okay.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer?
It's
Chalkboard
a
and fireplace?
failed game. This
No,
one.
that's not it. It looks like one of those popular pen and paper.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
Indeed.
Super cool.
Through call-in stations. Then there's the game master, not to mine, but I don't think anyone has attempted. No idea. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but it's too late for that, I'm afraid. Okay, let's...
Jamais vu. Derealization. Jamais vu. The opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now. That's the feeling you've been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is a fundamental question.
Okay. Alright, well, we'll save what's behind this door for the next episode, and I will see you all next time.